What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Train Simulator. Today we are in Alaska and we are going to be with the Alaska Railroad. Now, I've had this route for a couple years now, and honestly I have not really messed around with it at all, so this is kind of going to be my first time actually doing a scenario in this route. And the scenario we're doing is Anchorage yard work using the GP38-2, and it is made by JMac2, who does have a whole bunch of other scenarios on the Steam Workshop, and I'll have a link to those in the description if you guys do want to check those out. But without further ado, let us go ahead and hop in here and check it out. Alright, so here we are in our GP38-2. Let's go ahead and turn on them headlights. And as you guys can see, we have a dual headlight configuration, which is very uncommon on like North American locomotives. Typically you'd have the one either up there in the cab or on the nose, but never the dual headlight configuration, so I'm not too sure if that's just a Alaska regulation or something. And another thing I've noticed is that the fuel tank is a lot shorter on this locomotive, and it does have the safety reflective stripes on it as well, so I'm not too sure if it's because diesel will freeze, which diesel can freeze. It's not uncommon for it not to, but it can freeze. So I'm wondering if that's what the issue or the reasoning for the fuel tank being very short. And we do have marker lights or class lights on the rear, but not on the we do have them on the front. But we are going to the Anchorage Y straight leg, which is, we are right up here, and the Y straight leg is all the way back here. So we're just basically going to be running this backwards. I'm not too sure if the switches are manual or if they are automatic, so we'll have to figure that out once we get there. Yep, the sounds are the default sounds that you get with Railworks and the GP38 locomotives. I have yet to throw in the Searchlight Simulations sound sets. Ever since I reinstalled and redid my whole entire Railworks game, I have had better performance. I still have had a couple out of memory issues, but I have not installed everything that I've wanted into the game as of yet. I've been kind of putting like different mods in and like different repaints and stuff, and then I've also been taking them out after I'm done using them in a video and whatnot. So that has actually kind of helped a little bit. But I think we're actually heading towards where we gotta go. Yep, there we go. Y straight leg. Let us go ahead and stop our train here. Somehow we're speeding, going 19 and a 30, which, makes sense. Not expecting it to come up this quick. So now we gotta go through the south Y leg, which I'm assuming is on the opposite side. Anchorage Y south leg. Okay. So we have to back up to the switch over here. I see. It's got a random road going through this yard over here. Actually, I think we have to, we have to release our locomotive brake. There we go. Just a random road running right through. No cars. No cars at all. So basically we just got to pick up some cars and probably bring them back to the yard. Nothing too fancy. But we basically start in reverse and make your way to the first pickup. Sounds very easy enough. So this one right here is the south leg, I'm assuming. The one that doesn't have the container tray or the container cars. Let's go ahead and flip this switch here. There we go. Release the locomotive brake, and let's put the bad boy in forward. Like I said, I'm still getting used to the whole Alaska route. I haven't really been in it, so this is a new experience for me. Alright, so we are probably going to have to cross that road again. Yep, we're definitely going to be crossing the road again. Unsure if I'm supposed to sound the horn or not. We're just going to sound the bell because I'm not too sure if there's a whistle post for it. So we'll just kind of sound the bell for it. So we go via Anchorage Flint Hills Loop A, which is up ahead. Is the crossing protected? Okay, yeah, it is. About to say, I seen those gates up, and I'm like, I don't think our crossing is protected. There we go. There we go. Hope you guys are having a great Thursday today so far. I'm actually off for the next 3 days, which is very unusual for me. I mean, I don't want to say it's unusual, but typically I'm usually working 5 on, 2 off, so whenever I get 4 and 3, it is freaking amazing. So, Flint Hills Loop A. Yep, I kind of figured it was going to turn to a 15. Oh, look at that. That's a weird looking crossing. We got another crossing that we're coming up to as well. That is different. That's cool, though. Okay, so I'm assuming the Anchorage Loop, we're supposed to go past that as well. So technically, we are currently in Anchorage, and I did not realize, you know, Alaska had all these different industries and stuff. This is actually pretty cool. You know, I used to watch Alaska State Troopers, and of course, you know, it basically just follows, you know, the state troopers in Alaska, but I didn't realize there was, you know, this much more to Alaska and all that. But I honestly, back in the day, I thought about, you know, just moving to Alaska and becoming a state trooper for them. Because, you know, like I said, I watched the show, and it just seemed pretty freaking cool to do that. So I literally just thought about, you know, just moving to Alaska, and I kind of read up on it a little bit and all that fun stuff. But we're coming up on a curve over here, and it looks like we're just going to be looping around. Which, yeah, we're looping around Anchorage Loop. And it just brings you right back to where we were at. Interesting. I'm going to back out of that view. Huh. Well, that's pretty neat. It's going to be going on the old loop. Well, looks like we got some semi-trucks over here. It looks like some pallets full of stuff. Basically, when you go around the loop, there's really not much scenery. It's just kind of open space. So we got stuff on pallets, so we want to go via here, or via probably. And Anchorage Y South leg is where we're going to stop. Okay, so I see. So all these places are literally probably like right next to each other is what I'm assuming. Oh, maybe not. They got some ways to go. Okay, so we want to stop at the Y leg. I think I seen a crossing coming up. Yep, we do got a crossing coming up. I feel like that crossing arm's going to be in our way. It looks like it's kind of crossing the track a little bit, isn't it? Yeah, that crossing was definitely placed the wrong way. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so Y South leg is coming up. It's kind of cool that you had to go through a loop just to, you know, get around. That's actually pretty neat. You don't really see that too often. Okay, so we want to stop here. I think we're going through a crossing. Yeah, we're going through a crossing. I don't want to stop before. I want to stop just right on the Y. Hey, those are the containers we just seen. There we go. Gonna stop the train right there. Alright, so Anchorage City Dock 3 is where we're supposed to be going to now. which is somewhere over here. Which is over there. Alright, so I'm pretty sure I got my whole... I got all the switches lined up, so I'm hoping... But yeah, guys, let me know what you think about this Alaska route. Like I said, I know it's been out for a couple of years now, and this is actually my first time pretty much getting into it and checking it out and whatnot. And I gotta say, it is a pretty neat route. I will say that is definitely a neat route. Especially, you know, the loop thing that just happened. Instead of just widening out our train, why not just loop it around and, you know, call it a day? That's actually pretty neat. Coming through a crossing here. I do apologize if it's going to be a little bit different. I'm actually doing this one more in third person because I'm trying to, you know, explore the scenery a little bit. And, you know, since it is a shunting scenario, there's not much mainline running, so being in the cab is kind of pointless. Especially since you have, like, very limited visibility in these cabs. So if you guys are looking for, like, the more realistic in-cab view, I do apologize. Trying to do something different today. Can't tell if that's a crossing or not. It looks like it is. But yeah, we do end up having to go to like the very far portion of the map, or of this kind of like area, to pick up these cars. So this is going to be fun. Then I think we start working our way back back towards the Y where we started for the most part. Unsure if we're just making these up for a train, or if we're just, you know, bringing them to the yard and then another crew is going to cut them into a train. I honestly have no idea. We'll just kind of have to wait and see, I guess. .61 miles, and I think we're going to the right, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I was going to say, I think we're going to the right. But yeah, guys, if you are enjoying this video so far, do make sure you hit the like button, as well as that subscribe button. If you guys do want actual notifications of when I do upload a video or go live, which live streams will be coming back here shortly, I do plan on having an ATS stream sometime within the next couple weeks, so definitely stay tuned for that. And but yeah, if you guys want notifications of when that stuff does happen, definitely keep tabs on the Discord server. It basically has a bot that posts automatic updates once a video is posted or I go live, so definitely keep tabs on that. Make sure you guys also follow me on Twitter, join the Discord server, as well as, you know, follow me on Facebook, add me on Snapchat even if you guys want to. Doesn't matter. I do post like a lot of stuff on my story of my daily life on Snapchat, whether it be work, home life, etc., etc. So if you guys are interested in that, do make sure you guys also hit me up on Snapchat. We are coming up on Anchorage City Dock 3, and we are speeding again, which we don't want to do, but technically we're in a, you know, standard scenario, so it won't count against us, which is nice. But yeah, man, this is a different type of layout for a railroad. You know, it's just got a loop, and then like literally everything is in one area. Which I will say, it's pretty convenient, especially if you're doing like switching like this, so you don't have to, you know, drive 40 miles from one customer to another. So it is pretty convenient having it all in one area. And it looks like we are going to be picking up some containers here, because it looks like this is a giant, and I do mean, I don't want to say it's a giant intermodal yard, but it is a pretty huge intermodal yard. So we're going to be picking up some intermodal containers. Now, I'm not sure if these are the ones that actually came with the route. I honestly have no clue, because they don't really look familiar to me. But if they say ARR, I'm assuming they probably are, or they probably did come with the route. So you don't really see these much in North America, or like, you know, not North America, but outside of, you know, Alaska, it seems like, and we're going to hit these hard. We hit them hard, but can we still couple on those, the question. There we go. So we got 4 cars. Now we go down to Anchorage, Tesoro 3, which I'm assuming is another industry. Oh, look at that. I believe it's a Freightliner. Look at that Freightliner. You got Volvos, W900s. Look at all them trucks, man. Look at all those blue trucks, all those cab overs, man. All those, you know, basic looking GTA 5 container trailers. Man. Dovetail, you really need to step up your game with AI props, I swear. Y'all really need to step up your game. Look at that. The container trailers match the truck. So if you have the blue Volvo, you have a blue container trailer. If you have the W900, you have a white container trailer. Oh, man. So this is actually kind of interesting right here. You have a switch that leads to a switch that leads to a buffer, which there's not enough room for a car to be over there. So I'm assuming that's just probably Dovetail laying track improperly or something. I really don't know. Can't tell you. But yeah, guys, I figured we would do something different today. Since, you know, we've kind of done a lot of passenger recently, and we've kind of done some rail fanning stuff. On top of, you know, Train Sim World 2 with the Cane Creek route, and then we're going to do some more Train Sim World 2 once the Boston Sprinter releases on the 18th, I believe. So just kind of do something different here, because we're going to do some more passenger stuff with the Amtrak ACS 64. Probably revisit the old Metroliner in the original Train Sim World, since I don't think that's making a leap into TSW2 as of yet, if at all. And then, of course, we'll also do some more Boston MBTA stuff, which is what I've kind of been looking forward to, since it'll be I believe it's the first F40 PH to ever be in TSW, so that's going to be very exciting. Hopefully a lot of repaints can be made into that. And then, you know, hopefully maybe we can actually get a CSX repaint of the F40s to do their business train. And then just do, like, the MBTA cars as their business cars. So I feel like that would be super cool. So let me try to figure out where this industry is. So we're looking at over there. Okay. So once we clear this switch, and we just have to reverse back to Tesoro 3, which it looks like Tesoro 2, Tesoro. Okay, so I see what we're doing. I see what we're doing. Now we got to use train brake since we have cars. We can't just use the independent brake anymore. Put on the bell for the crossing, even though there's no crossing arm. We stopped way too early. Keep going. And then we are actually heading back this way. We're going to be in reverse heading this way next. Yeah, I think we're far enough now. Just about. Oh yeah, we are good. We are good. Flip that switch. And then we want to go to the Tesoro. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm just going to completely butcher half of these names. Not going to lie. Put her in reverse. And we'll actually just ride the tail end of this over here, just so we can kind of watch the shove. So ARR, which is the Alaska Railroad, we can do 3 28-footers or twin 45-footers. I don't think we can put a 53-foot container trailer on here. That's what it seems like we can't. Look at those wheels. That looks weird. It looks like they're just kind of glitching out a little bit. Like, it seems like they're supposed to be like a spot or something over there, like a black circle, but it just kind of glitches out as they turn. That's really weird. I do appreciate the weathered look, though, these cars have. They actually look like they're not brand new like a majority of the rolling stock that comes with Railworks. You know, it looks shiny, it's brand new. I do appreciate the weathering work that they put into this to make it, you know, seem like it's been used for a couple years. So that's really, really cool to see. Hopefully we do see more of it, but, you know, I doubt it. I really doubt it. I'm going to start slowing down because I guarantee you once we get around this curve, we're going to hit freight cars. Might as well just start slowing down now so we don't run into them. Come on. Coming in a Tessero 3. I don't see anything as of yet. Then again, this building is blocking my view. Nope, we got some tank cars. There's that intermodal facility. Here's the other side of it, actually. They're picking up, what, 3? Yep, 3 tank cars. Go and start slowing down here for the safety stop. No, there won't be any safety stop. There we go. Locked on. Alright, so now we want to go to SBI loading, which is, so we're up there. SBI loading is right over here, and we want to be at the very far, so get clear of the second switch. Sounds like a plan. Okay, so here we are coming up on the switch that we're going to be having to pass. So let's actually just do a roll by of our train right here. Might as well. I bet you this would get very, very confusing if there was like 2 or 3 yard jobs working at a time. You know, some taking the loaded cars, and then, you know, another one bringing the empties, and then, you know, another one just getting random cars and, you know, all that fun stuff out of these industries. Like, I bet you this would be a cluster if there was multiple, you know, yard jobs doing their thing. Then, of course, we come over here, start flipping that switch. And we get back in the cab here, make sure everything is all good. Switch the reverser to reverse. Put the train brake in release, and here we go. Make sure we watch the shove. I want to make sure that we are all good to head back. So we want to make sure that we're going to SBI loading, which is where we're going. All right. Well, look at that. That's pretty neat. It blocks the crossing from the curve. That's actually really, that's pretty cool looking. I've never seen anything like that before. Although you can't really use that second lane, since you kind of see that yeah, you can't really use that second lane. At least on this side you can. Oh, we're coming up on it pretty quick, aren't we? Yes, we are. So looks like we're picking up some hopper cars here. Okay. So we are picking up some hopper cars. And I think that's all of it. Yeah, then we... Oh, no. Still got to go to the old Chevron. Look at these hopper cars, though. They look pretty neat. They kind of match the Alaska's, you know, railroad theme, which looks really cool on these freight cars. All right, we're gonna couple onto these bad boys. There we go. And now we have to go to the old Chevron, which is down over here. So we clear the next switch, basically, and then we just couple on to 2 possibly tankers. I hope we don't have to be setting switches back, because I actually haven't been doing that. That's my bad, though. Yep, 2 tankers. This train's coming alive, man. This train is definitely coming alive. So then we end up dropping it off, and then we stop at the roundhouse. Okay. PCS, pneumatic control switch tripped. Okay, so I'm going to pull up a few hundred more feet here. Ended up throwing the train into an emergency brake application by accident. Rookie mistake. You know, it's been a minute since I played the game, so still came a little rusty at it. It's a little bit rusty. There we go. Let us flip that switch. And I believe that one's good. Yep, that one is good. So let's go ahead and reverse. And let's hook up onto these cars, shall we? Man, like I said, this is actually very convenient having all your industries and spurs and everything in just one, you know, controlled specific location. So you can get all your stuff done all at once for the most part. You take, you know, whatever you need over there, take whatever you need over there, take whatever you need over here, and basically just call it a day, man. This is a very, you know, oh, I not mean to do that. This is a very, you know, easy way to do some shunting. Coupled onto these. We're good. Via Anchorage, Flint Hills, head in, which I believe is show task. The head in is down there, so we want to make sure that we get our switches aligned to there. Okay, so switches are aligned for a movement so far. So the head in, that's aligned. And Anchorage yard open 2. So from the head in, we go to the pocket. There we go. And then open rip. And then open 2. Coolio. Getting better at this crap. I'm getting better at this. Alright, coming through the crossing here. About to head into the Flint Hills head in. So it looks like it's going to be straight ahead. Yep, there we go. Yep, we're going through another crossing here. Man, this is like a very interesting setup as well. I'll definitely say that. I bet as a dispatcher, controlling like this little area here probably is going to be a pain in the butt. I will definitely say that right now. Sure, no cars. I have not seen any vehicles, like moving AI vehicles in this scenario at all. Like I just haven't. I don't know if they're just not scripted here. I mean, you got, like, you know, your parked ones, but I have not seen any moving ones. Unless these aren't actually roads, and these are just roads for the industries. I couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. Like I said, my first time in this route, so. But we are just about done here for the most part. We gotta bring this over here. And then, or bring this into the yard 2 open track, and then we'll have to take this to the roundhouse, which looks like it's going to be to the right, or to the left of us here. Anchorage yard open 2, coming through the rip track right now. Does this track end? Oh no, it's what. I'm just kind of wondering why this is the only one that curves and the rest of them go straight. It's kind of weird. We got some logs over here. Same cars as the Mariah's Pass, just, you know, ARR reporting marks and they're blue. Oh, we can go 30 over here. I did not know that. I wasn't paying attention, man. Okay, so we're clear of that switch. We're pretty much all in the yard track right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and start slowing her down. Okay. Ooh, a little stutter happening right there, man. So we got 2 SD70 MACs on a very short log lumber train right there. Let's go ahead and make sure that we end up stopping before. Alright. Let's go ahead and stop. And we're going to uncouple all this. Anchorage Old 12. Okay, I see. So we have to come here, back into here, come over here, and come over here. Okay, I see what we're doing. This is an interesting one. Okay, so we basically, like I said, we're just going to pull forward through here. Probably, yeah, I guess we're just going to get up and go since we don't have any cars right now. It's just a locomotive, so we can use the independent brake if we really wanted to. I do have a stream planned with these MAC's locomotives, so definitely stay tuned for that coming up soon. We'll get into Alaska once again, which I'm looking very forward to. The only thing that really sucks about it is that it only comes with the 2 locomotives. So we have the Mack and then we have the GP38s. But then again, I don't really think the Alaska Railroad has anything else other than that. Maybe like a few switchers and like a few GP9s, but other than that, that's probably it. Stopped a little too close, a little too soon. Just a little too soon. There we go. Flip the switch. At least I think I flipped the switch. Maybe not. Maybe so. I don't know. Yep, flipped going over there. And then we want to make sure this one's flipped as well, which it looks like it is not flipped to our... Now it is flipped to our movement. There we go. Set her in reverse. Alright, so we want to make sure we don't, well, we got a little bit of a distance away from that buffer over there, so I'm not too worried about slowing down that fast, but that, literally that waypoint is very, very, very small, but we have to go through it, so we don't even have to actually stop at it. So that's good at least. Can we turn on the class lights? No, we can't. Alright, let's go ahead and reduce our throttle. Start getting on the brakes here. Put the train brake on just to help us out, slow down here. And let's go ahead and actually do this from this menu. So we want to switch that to there. Switch that to there. And yep, go right through. Yep, so we are all good, lined up, good to go. And I know typically you would go do it switch by switch. You know, you do flip this switch, ride to the next one, check it, and all that fun stuff. But we ain't got time for that. We ain't got no time for that. Alright. So once we get clear of this one, that is when we start stopping, and then that is when we switch it over and we go to the roundhouse lead in. Let's go ahead and let that engine go. Flip this switch over here. Hop in our map. And engine lead in is over there, so this one gets flipped and we are good to head on backwards to end the episode. But yeah, guys, as I mentioned before, if you guys enjoyed, do make sure you hit the like button, as well as that subscribe button. Make sure you guys join the Discord server. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Facebook. Add me on Snapchat. Do whatever you want. Add me on Steam. Leave a like. Leave a comment. Subscribe. Do all of that fun stuff. Keep forgetting to use the independent brake, not the train brake. Okay. 0.1 left to go. And let us go ahead and apply the brakes. Throttle is in idle. And let's go ahead and turn off them headlights because we are coming to a stop here. And I think that's it. Yep, that is it. Oh, so that's not... Oh, so we go through there. Okay, I see, I see. So where are we supposed to go? Roundhouse 3. Ah, so we have to go all the way over there. I see. I see now. So let's go ahead and put the lights in reverse there. I thought we were ending here. That's my bad. Alright, so we'll just make our way over there. Looks like they want us actually in the garage. Okay, so we're getting closer into the shops here. I guarantee you it's about to switch to a 15 when we go in the shops, because I doubt it's going to be 30 in... Oh, maybe it is 30 inside the shops. That's kind of odd. Typically, like, shops would be like 15 miles an hour or less. That's an odd one. Looks like we're actually pulling up right next to a Mack locomotive. Or M-A-C-H, I guess. Alright. So, let's go ahead and put the throttle in. Bring it up a couple hundred feet. A couple more feet. And let's go ahead and get on the brakes here. Maybe. Maybe we'll hit it. I think we're just going to go right before it. Yep, I knew it. It's a little bit more. Just kind of inch it forward a little bit. Or inch it backwards, I guess. There we go. Now we got it. We want to make sure we don't lose it. We're golden. Set that in neutral. Lights are off. Train brake. Want to put in apply. Locomotive brake shut off. Parking brake and all that fun stuff. And yeah, guys, there we go. That is that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And I'll catch you guys later. We got a good job on that one. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.